Hi, this is Dr. Lisabeth Medlock with your life coaching tip of the week for the week of August 20th, 2012. Today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of being yourself. Oscar Wilde once said, you might as well be yourself because everyone else is taken. And I think it's hard sometimes for people to really be themselves. I've talked about things like being authentic and being vulnerable in some of my other videos, but I think it really comes down to just learning how to be yourself in relationships and putting yourself out there. And we all need to connect with other people. We all want to connect with other people. It's a basic human function. But to be able to truly connect on a deep level with people, you have to be able and be willing to put yourself out there and be yourself, your true self. Now, there's many, many reasons why we're not ourselves, and I see it all the time. You know, I've had another recent foray into the internet world of dating, don't ask. And what I find, not only with the whole social media kind of aspect of Facebook and Match and all the other forums, is that people really create all these false personas about themselves. And using that medium, even texting in a way, using those types of media kind of mean that you can create kind of whoever you want to be. You know, we've heard about people creating avatars and things online, and I think we have been caught up a lot in creating these personas. I've noticed that people make up stuff about themselves in certain web forums, and they're not really truthful about who they are. And I think we've been able to do more image management, as I call it, because we have these veils around us. And I'm really encouraging people that that's not how you truly connect on any kind of deeper level with people. You have to really put yourself out there. People don't put themselves out there, I think, because of the idea that we're afraid that people won't like us for who we are and they'll run the other direction. Or maybe we don't know ourselves that well. That's one thing you really have to think about. To be yourself, you have to truly know yourself and know who you are and know what you're about, and be able to authentically present that self once you know yourself. So one thing I would say is spend some time with yourself. I've encouraged this, a lot. Get comfortable with yourself, with being alone with yourself, with knowing who you are, what you want, what you don't want in relationships with other people. And then learn how to really put yourself out there in terms of what you'll share, you have to have boundaries. There's going to be things you're not going to share, but things you want to share about yourself. And what I say is, when you find yourself being superficial, which I think a lot of us do, we stay superficial, is dig deeper. Find a way to get more meaning out of conversations. Ask more questions. Let people ask you more questions. And don't BS your answers. Be really authentic and real about, who you are and what you are and what you feel. And I know that does make you vulnerable. It makes us vulnerable. But vulnerability and putting down those walls and lifting those veils and getting rid of those personas is really the only way that we're really going to truly connect with people that we want to connect with. And the problem is if you're false and you create personas about who you are, you're going to end up connecting with people that are false and create personas about who they are. And so you're not relating as your real self, and neither are they. And the other thing I tell people is with the image management thing of where, I changed my age on this, or I lied about this, or I said this, is that eventually you get caught. Eventually people are going to find out. It takes a lot of energy to fake it, to be who you're not. And in the end, when people find out, I think it's even worse to do that at the beginning and to waste people's time and energy and waste your time and energy connecting with people that might not be themselves and you're not being yourself. So you're better off allowing yourself to be vulnerable and opening yourself up, being yourself from the get-go. And that way you don't have to worry about remembering what you said or what you didn't say or what you made up or, wait, did I say what I really felt or how they thought I should act? And again, it also goes back to we act a lot and how people think we should be. And that kind of image management kind of creates also a false sense of who you are because you're telling people what they want to hear. And that doesn't tend to work either because then you forget what you told them. And it's not true. So, as I say all the time, be who you are, learn yourself, be yourself, walk your walk, talk your talk, and don't damn apologize for who you are to anyone. Be authentically you, not only in what you say, but in what you do. If something feels right, go with it and don't apologize for it later. If that's part of who you are, show it and don't apologize for it later. Because what happens is, I think if we put ourselves out there and we're ourselves in relationships, then we're going to attract the people and get the people that really like you. Not the image of what they think is you or what you presented as you, but really, really you. And you connect on a much deeper level with people. And those people that walk away from you when you present yourself as yourself and when you're totally real shouldn't be in your life anyway. If they can't handle you for what you are, you don't want them in your life. So being real, I think, always, and being yourself weeds out a bunch of people that you probably don't want to waste your time or energy on, that are energy draining for you. So I really encourage everyone. I know this is scary. My gosh, I know for me it's scary. There's a lot of times I am completely me. And sometimes people don't like that. And you know what? Those are people that end up walking out of my life, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean it's easy. You have to practice it. But I think the more you do, you end up having people around you that are real, that are authentic, that you know them and they know you. And you just don't have to fake it and worry about the energy for a persona. You can use your energy to create deep and meaningful connection, which is really what we're here to do. So be yourself, find out who you are, get comfortable with you, and put yourself out there. There's only one you. Be individual, be proud of yourself, flaunt it, toot your own horn, do all that stuff. It makes you a real human being. So go for it. This is my life coaching tip of the week for the week of August 20th, and happy back to school to everyone. My daughter started the first grade today. Whoopee! The beginning of the beginning. So for all you parents out there that are starting school, or starting school soon, 7:25 a.m. is earlier in the morning, but we got up and did it today. So I just wanted to say that. Happy back to school to everybody. I will see you next week for another tip.